أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Last class we have finished the characteristic of a verb. So today we will be dealing with the first characteristic of a verb, that is tenses. Verbs are divided into three tenses. Starting with first one, al-madi. So action took place in the past. Al-madi means it is a past tense where the action has took place in the past or the action is been done already. Fi'lul madi is also known as perfect verb or a perfect tense. For example, fatha zaidun. Fatha zaidun means he opened. Who opened? Zaid opened. So fatha means he opened. Who is he? He is the doer of the action, and opened is the action, and who doer of the action is Zaid. So Zaid opened. So it is the past tense. So any verb will be having a three root letters. Any verb will be having three root letters, and the three root letters are fa kalima, ain kalima, and the lam kalima. The root letters comes in the pattern of fa'ala, fa'ila, and fa'ula. For example, if we take kataba, ka, ta, ba. So ka is the first letter, ta is the second letter, and ba is the third letter. So ka corresponds to fa kalima, ta corresponds to ain kalima, and ba corresponds to lam kalima. So here you can see ka corresponds to fa kalima, ta corresponds to ain kalima, and ba corresponds to lam kalima. Kataba means he wrote. Similarly, zahaba means he went. So za corresponds to fa kalima, ha corresponds to ain kalima, and ba corresponds to lam kalima. More than 90% of the verbs falls under this category. Like more 90% of the words will be having three root letters. That is fa'ala, fa'ila, and fa'ula pattern. Fa'ala pattern, fa'ala, he did. Fa'ila, samiya, he heard. Fa'ula, karuma, he had mercy. As said, more than 90% of the verbs falls under this category, that is sulasi mujarrad, that is three root letter verbs. So these three root letter verbs are further divided into the following categories, that is afale sahiha, afale hamza, afale mushaddad, and afale illat. Afale sahiha are sound verbs where it comes in the pattern of fa'ala, fa'ila, and fa'ula. Examples of it is fa'ala, sami'a, and karuma. And afale hamza, in which any of the three root letter can have a hamza. Like if you take akhaza, fa kalima has a hamza, sa'ala, ain kalima has a hamza, and khara, lam kalima has a hamza. Afale mushaddad, here the second and third root letters will be repeating, that is noon will be repeating, zanna. And afale illat, one of the three root letters will be having a weak letter. As said earlier, there are three weak letters, that is alif, waw, and ya. So fa kalima will be having waw in wajada, and ain kalima will be having alif in khala, and lam kalima will be having ya, lakhiya. So these are the three weak letters in fa'ala. Now coming to fi'lul mudari, in these two tenses are present in this fi'lul mudari, that is it includes present tense and future tense. Then in order to identify which tense the verb is, depending on the context, we can make out the given verb is in the present tense or in the future tense. Now coming to present tense is further divided into two categories, that is present habitual and present continuous. If you just know the present tense, it is enough. That is present habitual is action which is taking place regularly, and the activity is done as a habit in the present tense. For example, you go to sleep or you go to school. These activities are daily activities and in the present tense. For example, yaftahu zaidun. Yaftahu means Zaid opens. He opens regularly or every day. So it comes under present habitual, and present habitual or present continuous is also decided based on context. If we see present continuous, the action is being done right now. Okay. Example, watching, sleeping, listening, writing, etc. So yaftahu zaidun means Zaid is opening. So presently the action of opening is done right now. So it comes under present continuous. It also includes future tense also, that is action which is taking place in future. That is yaftahu zaidun means Zaid will open. Yaftahu zaidun means Zaid will open. So this yaftahu carries total two tenses, that is present tense and future tense. Present tense is further divided into present habitual and present continuous. So how to identify a fi'lul mudari pattern? That is by seeing the mnemonic, that is na'ati. Na'ati is the mnemonic, that is any verb which starts with a noon, hamza, ta, or ya, then such verbs are fi'lul mudari. For example, naftahu, it starts with noon. Aftahu, it starts with alif, hamza, and taftahu starts with ta, yaftahu starts with ya. So naftahu means we open or we will open, because this fe'lul mudari includes two tenses, that is present tense as well as the future tense. Naftahu means we open, we will open. Aftahu means I open, I will open. Taftahu means you open or you will open. Yaftahu means he opens or he will open. These verbs are also known as imperfect verbs. Fe'lul mudari is also known as imperfect verbs. So as said earlier, fe'lul mudari will be having the three root letters, that is fa kalima, ain kalima and lam kalima. Besides this, the prefixes that are added to it is na'ati, that is noon, hamza, ta and ya, and the suffixes that are added to it is alif noon with a kasra, waw noon with a fatha, noon with a fatha, and ya noon with a fatha. So these are the prefixes that are added to, these are the signs of the fe'lul mudari, and these are the suffixes that are added to fe'lul mudari. Similar to fe'lul madi, fe'lul mudari also comes in these patterns, that is fa'ala, yafalu, yaf'ilu and yaf'ulu pattern. That is madi will be fa'ala, fa'ila and fa'ula pattern, and mudari will be yaf'alu, yaf'ilu and yaf'ulu pattern. If you take this example, yarji'una, so ra, jim, ain, so these are the three root letters, and ya is the sign of fe'lul mudari, and waw noon is the suffix added to this yarji'una. So the three root letters are ra, re, jim and ain. Raja, yarji'u. Raja means the past tense, yarji'u means the present tense or the future tense, that is fe'lul mudari, and this is the fe'lul madi, raja. Raja means he returned, yarji'u means he is returning or he will return. So similar to fe'lul mudari, fe'lul madi, fe'lul mudari also is divided into following categories, that is afale sahiyya, that is fa'ala, yafulu, yafalu, yaf'ilu and yafulu pattern, and afale hamza, that is akhaza is the fe'lul madi and yakhuzu is the fe'lul mudari, sa'ala, yas'ulu and khara, yakhra'u. So these are the fe'lul madi and fe'lul mudari pattern. Similarly, afale mushaddad, the noon will be repeating twice, that is zanna, yazunnu. Zanna is the past tense, yazunnu is the present tense or the future tense, that is a fe'lul mudari. And afale illa is also the same, that is one of the three root letters will be having the weak letters, that is wajada means waw is having the weak letter, that is a fa kalima will be having the weak letter, wajada, yajidu, qala, yaqulu and laqiya, yalqa. Now coming to the third tense, that is the fe'lul amr. This is also known as a command verb. It is also known as the imperative tense. So here it can also be a request also. So command is only given to the second person. For example, ijlis. Ijlis means sit. So it can be a command or it can be a request. So jalasa means past tense, that is he sat. Yajlisu means fe'lul mudari, that it includes both present tense as well as the future tense. So he is sitting, that is a present habit continuous. He will sit, that is future tense, and he sits means that is present habitual. And from yajlisu it is ijlis. From yajlisu, from the fe'lul mudari, fe'lul amr comes, that means sit or you sit. That is commanding the second person. Fe'lul amr is further divided into two categories, that is fe'lul ma'ruf and fe'lul ghair ma'ruf. In fe'lul ghair ma'ruf is also known as lamul amr. Fe'lul ma'ruf means we are commanding the second person, that is the hazir, and fe'lul ghair ma'ruf means we are commanding the oneself or commanding the person who is not within the conversation, that is the commanding the third person or commanding the first person, that is the person who is speaking. So fe'lul amr commanding the second person, the person who is within the conversation. So for this you can see these two rows. So these two rows belongs to the second person. So by changing by removing the sign of fe'lul mudari and adding the last letter sukun, we will converting the fe'lul mudari into fe'lul amr. If we take taf'alu means you do. Okay, taf'alu means you do. So meaning of it. So how to make this you do into fe'lul amr, that is fe'lul mudari into fe'lul amr, that remove the sign of fe'lul mudari, that is the ta you remove. So and add alif. This alif is known as arzi alif, that is a temporary alif, and this alif will be receiving a kasra or a dhamma. It will not be receiving a fatha. So receiving a kasra or a dhamma depends on the ain kalima. If this alif receives a kasra, depends on the ain kalima. If the ain kalima has a fatha or a kasra, this alif will be receiving a kasra. If the ain kalima has a dhamma, the arzi alif will be receiving a dhamma, and the last letter lam will be receiving a sukun, that is yaf taf'alu will become ifal, that is the ta, that is the fe'lul mudari sign is removed, and the last letter lam will be receiving a sukun, and the arji alif will be receiving a kasra because the ain kalima has a fatha. If the ayn kalima has a fatha or a kasra, the alif will be receiving a kasra. If the ayn kalima has a dhamma, the alif will be receiving a dhamma. So how to make a fe'lul mudari, that is into fe'lul amr, that is the command verb, that is by removing the sign of mudari, that is the ta is removed in all of them. So you can see ta is removed and alif is added, and ayn kalima in all this case will have a fatha, so alif will be receiving a kasra, and those forms which has a noon, all the noons will be dropped. Only here in this form the noon is not dropped. This noon is known as noon of femininity. We will learn in the i'rab of a verb, and these noons which are dropping here, these noons are known as noonul i'rab, and we learn in the i'rab of a verb. This is known as amar ghair maruf or lamul amar, which is commanding the first person or the third person. So if you see here, lamul amar, lam is added. When lam is added, the sign of mudari is maintained in all of them, but the last letter will be receiving a sukoon, and those forms which have a noon, that noon will be dropped. So this lam, you can see sukoon, lam, sukoon can be seen, and these forms which has a noon, the noon will be dropped. Here noon will be dropped. This noon is not dropped, that we will learn in i'rab of a verb. And here also lam will be receiving a sukoon, lam will be receiving a sukoon. So li yaf'al means he should do or he must do. We are commanding a person who is not within the conversation. Or li af'al means I should do or I must do. So to summarize, the verbs are divided into the three tenses, that is fe'lul madhi, that is the past tense, fe'lul mudari, that is the present tense or future tense, and fe'lul amr, that is the command or the imperative tense. Fe'lul madhi, the action has been completed in the past and it is the perfect tense, and fe'lul mudari is the present tense or the future tense. It is also known as the imperfect tense. For example, it is present tense is divided into habitual and continuous. Habitual means he helps, and present continuous means he is helping and the action is being done right now, and present future tense means he will help, and fe'lul amr means it is a command or a request, help. Let's see some of the examples here. Fataha means he opened, that is the past tense. Yaftahu means is fe'lul mudari. It has two tenses, present tense and the future tense, that is he is opening, he opens, or he will open. Now this fe'lul mudari is converted into fe'lul amr by removing the sign of fe'lul mudari, that is the ya, and alif is added, and alif will receive a kasra or a dhamma, depends on the ayn kalima. If you see the ayn kalima, that is the ta corresponding to ta, it has a fatha, so alif will be receiving a kasra, and the last letter will be receiving a sukoon. So sukoon you can see here means open. It is a command, that is open. Similarly, nasara means he helped, that is the past tense. Yansuru means fe'lul mudari, and you can see here he is helping, he helps, or he will help. Now swad is the ayn kalima here, corresponding to ayn kalima, and it receives a dhamma. So here the fe'lul amr is made from fe'lul mudari. The ya is, the sign is removed, alif is been added, and the ra, last letter, will be receiving a sukoon, and this arzi alif, temporary alif, will be receiving a dhamma because the ayn kalima has a dhamma, that means help. Now zahaba means he went. He went past tense. Yazhabu means he is going, he goes, or he will go, and fe'lul amr is formed from fe'lul mudari, that is the ya sign is removed, alif is added, and the kasra is added because based on the ha, which is the ayn kalima, it has a fatha, so it receives a kasra, and the last letter ba has a dhamma, sukoon is been added here. So izhab means go. So these are some of the three tenses in tenses of in verbs. Wa akhiru da'wana alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.